It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns. For the Suns, it's been all about winning games right now. An impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. Taking the floor tonight, Shaq. We've been watching him for quite a while. One of the all-time greats and one of the more cerebral players in the game, Pau Gasol.
Yeah, he studied to be a doctor in his youth. Had a different calling, though. Future Hall of Famer.
Yes, titles with the Lakers, medals with the Spanish team. He's just a winner. You know what I mean? Still impacts the game, and he's almost 2 decades of playing in the NBA.
It has been something to see, Pau Gasol. Okay, time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the Wizards of the Phoenix Suns. At point guard, Eli Okobo. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At small forward, Josh Jackson. At the other forward position, Trevor Ariza. At the other guard position, Devin Booker. The head coach of the team,
position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42, Dallas Bertans. Starting at center, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. The other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 17, Eric Bledsoe. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 22, Chris Middleton. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Once again, your San Antonio Spurs.
The Suns come into a Western Conference contest in this game with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. And, of course, Jamal Crawford. Let's see how they continue to fare without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than short.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Trevor Ariza out there with Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker against Walker. Ariza outside, hits the three-point bomb. Ariza's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Phoenix.
And guys, Devin Booker getting great praise from some big-time players. Kyrie Irving says he raises his game to another level against high-level teams. Now he needs consistency, gentlemen.
Now here's Gasol. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. His big point of emphasis was that they have to be smarter at the offensive end. He thought both of the losses were due to poor decision-making. missing the open man, getting baited into taking bad shots. He feels at their best, they have to have high percentage scoring opportunities and finish strong. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Right. You've got to be able to use plenty of screens, not let players start to go one-on-one and try to do this thing individually. Run your sets, get the best shooters their shots.
Of course, Booker put 70 on the Celtics one evening. That obviously made quite an impression.
Well, I remember Jaylen Brown saying he doesn't have a conscience. He can shoot it with no remorse. He has a green light, and that's what makes it tough. Sounds like he had to guard him that night.
Kicks it to Jackson. Okobo. They grab their own miss. Ariza has the open look. Here's Booker. And finally, that one's good.
Well, it's encouraging to me that Devin Booker is willing to mix it up on the glass. How about that offensive board? Pretty.
Middleton outside. Pass to Bertans. Now Bledsoe. To the middle. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
The Suns making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And Middleton kicks to Gasol. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. He tries for 3. The Spurs rebound. Here's Bertans. Lays it up and banks it in. Bertans got 5 now.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
No one covering. 5 points in the game.
Well, fantastic rhythm on the catch and shoot. A lot of times that comes from Booker's terrific body control.
And Middleton kicks to Bertans. Bledsoe outside. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Eric Bledsoe. He's right around 17 points a night, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Passes it to Holmes. Stolen away. Jackson against Middleton. Now the pass to Bertans. Bledsoe kicks to Bertans. Back to Bledsoe. Ariza with the rebound.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Pass to Ariza. Booker against Walker. Booker finds Holmes. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Now Gasol. Well, we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first.
It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasizing the three. Remember the great Steve Nash at the helm? They were an offensive juggernaut at that time, guys.
So he gets them both. And the Suns from 2004 to 2010, a team that easily could have won it all.
No doubt, Kevin, the fine line between winning and losing. 3 trips to the Western Conference Finals, and if not for a few bad bounces and untimely suspensions, who knows what we'd be talking about.
Now here's Bledsoe. He really had an off game against the Jazz, never got into a rhythm.
Shooting the basketball with growing confidence, Bledsoe can hurt you anywhere on the floor.
Kicks it to Booker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got 7.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Gasol. Lets it go from deep. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the 3. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night.
Now, make no mistake, Bledsoe has worked every year on getting more and more comfortable from beyond the arc.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Walker. San Antonio on defense. Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. Gasol with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bertans passes to Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Passes it to Bertans. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Ariza kicks to Booker. That one goes. Count it. He's got 9.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Holmes with the steal. Here's Ariza. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Timeout.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
You could say they certainly were not on a string on the defensive end. They need to be so much better moving forward.
And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Pondexter comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 4. Bridges with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Mills. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Back to Bellinelli. Bridges with the steal. Feeds it to Booker. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint. You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
The drive by Booker. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Now Mills. He kicks it to Bellinelli. And stolen by Booker. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Booker with no one around. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Now here's Mills, defended by Booker. For 3. Chandler with the rebound. Suns leading by 7. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix. The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He misses the free throw. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills, but there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. And I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Clippers. Mills finds Bellinelli. Pondexter with it. Defended by Bridges. Back to Bellinelli. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Lets it go from the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the paint. Bertans kicks to Mills. And there's the pass to Bellinelli. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Suns ball.
Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. Devin Booker, number 1.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
You know, the strength he has is a factor as well. He is sneaky strong for an off guard, and seeing him outmuscle a bigger opponent for a rebound is becoming a common sight.
Here's Mills after the Suns pick up 2. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Bellinelli. Defended by Bridges. Bertans can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bridges passes to Booker. Releases. That's short off the rim.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That is his first foul of the game.
Bryn Forbes.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Pass to Pirtle. Over Chandler. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
That's an example of the high defensive IQ of Tyson Chandler. Takes away the angle and affects the shot.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture, and Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Setting the floor for the Suns, Trevor Ariza out there with Anderson. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Here is Forbes. The dish now to Pirtle. Here is Forbes, defended by Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. For San Antonio, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. And he sinks the second. And you look at the stats for the Suns last season, Doris, not many bright spots.
Right, Kevin, I think this is an organization that throws the stats out. They are looking at building from the ground up. There are so many areas to address. The first is the acquisition of great NBA talent.
Spurs trail by 11. On the wing, Bellinelli. Ariza covering. Forbes dishes to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. And stolen by Booker. Here's Ariza. Finished off the break. Ariza's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And those long, lean players like Ariza always seem to thrive in transition.
And Forbes kicks to Gasol. Here is Forbes, defended by Bridges. Forbes can't get it to go.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Kicks it out to Booker. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Forbes. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 13. Lets it go with a 3. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got assist number 5 here tonight. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bellinelli finds Mills. 6 to shoot over Anderson. That one a little long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there. Booker outside. Ariza against Bellinelli. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
San Antonio calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Rebounding requires boxing out, toughness, and energy. None of that was displayed.
Chris Middleton's checked in for San Antonio. Bledsoe comes in for Patty Mills. Spurs trail by 18. And Forbes kicks to Gasol. Pass to Bledsoe. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's the feed to Ariza. And yes, it's good. Ariza's got 16.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Rebound by the Suns.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. And the Suns also making a change. Jackson's checked in. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Kicks it to Pirtle. Bledsoe outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is a high-octane guy who plays with a little bit of a mean streak. Bledsoe converts right through the foul, plus earns a trip to the line.
And Eric Bledsoe, a player who many thought might be a great fit in Milwaukee, but that wasn't the case.
And I'm not sure if it was a play style issue or something else. Fact is, they moved him in the offseason after only a half season of trying things out. Certainly one of the more surprising moves in a wild summer.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Phoenix with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Five on the clock. Bridges passes to Ayton. Jackson from long range. Can't hit that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Walker. Pirtle kicks to Bledsoe. The pass to Gasol. Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Here's Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Pass to Ayton. Okobo, guarded by Walker. Dishes it to Jackson. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. Pass to Gasol. Here's Pirtle. Rebounded by Holmes.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Now here's Bledsoe. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Bledsoe taking his time here. And a wide open look for Walker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes it to Holmes. Okobo. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 5.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here is Pirtle. Shoots over Holmes. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe. Spurs trail by 19. 3-pointer on the way. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Here's Bridges. It's tipped.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
San Antonio making a switch here. Berton is checked in. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. Okobo. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Spurs. Trailing by 19. Bledsoe against Jackson.
Phoenix foul call.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the Suns making a change here as well. Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. Here's Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's the pass to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. A floater. It's good. Bledsoe's got 10.
Now, this is a powerful ball handler with exceptional quickness. Bledsoe's becoming elite at taking defenders off the dribble.
There's the dish to Booker. This one for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Fourth, the Suns.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Spurs trail by 17. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
And the wide-open shot from Bledsoe. And the Spurs scoring again.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe. Booker outside. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Walker. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Suns also making a change. Anderson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Now here's Mills. Here's Bertans for 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Anderson right side. Good on the triple. Anderson's got 5 now.
How about the quickness of that release from Anderson on that triple? What a quick trigger. And to have a big man with his kind of accuracy from deep, it's a nice weapon to have.
Here's Mills. He kicks it to Bellinelli. In the corner, it's Pondexter. San Antonio again missing. Phoenix leading by 16. Here's Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Here's Pondexter, guarded by Jackson. Pondexter finds Mills. No good on the triple. Phoenix has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Jackson, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Mills. Kicks it to Pirtle. To stop the run, and it's good on the way in. 6 points for him.
Well, Kev, the hand in the face does nothing to distract Jakob Pirtle. How about the size, the strength? Going to be hard to block this guy's shot.
And so it's Phoenix taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak 'em, Yakam Splakakataya. And that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Now, I think, Greg, the key was the team was looking for him, right? They knew they had a hot hand, and they just kept going to it.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. 19-point game. They've got Chris Middleton. Bledsoe is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Walker. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doors in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Okobo, defended by Gasol, and it's good for 2. He's got 7.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
There, Tennis passes to Walker. He kicks to Bledsoe. Trying his luck deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. 22 is their biggest lead.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
No good from Booker.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Bertans. No good on that one. Phoenix leading by 17. Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ariza outside. Clock at 6. Booker outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
Now here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Walker kicks to Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
He's off on the first.
You know, when he started out in his career, he was a little bit inconsistent at the free throw line, but now Bledsoe, not a guy you want to put at the charity stripe.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jackson, that's good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
San Antonio calls timeout. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Suns.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps a defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
Now here's Walker. He's got 9. And Middleton kicks to Bertans. Bledsoe for 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Phoenix leading by 23. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
Here's Middleton following the score by Phoenix. Feeds it to Gasol. They could use a bucket. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ariza with it. He's picked up by Walker. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Okobo, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
There's that wingspan of Bledsoe, once again showing up in the stat sheet, this time with the block.
Bertans can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bertans grabs the board.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Pass to Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Here's Bertans. Ariza covering. Pass to Gasol. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Suns ball.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Suns. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, there's the Spurs, just way behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major changes we know are coming, now you have players fighting for their jobs, trying to prove they deserve to be here beyond the end of this season.
Kicks it out to Booker. And the Suns miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bledsoe finds Middleton. Bledsoe outside. Will it go? The shot's good. Bledsoe's got 14 points for the game.
You wouldn't call him a mid-range specialist, but if you give Bledsoe any room, he will pop it in your eye.
And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Suns also making a change. Bridges checks in. Ariza outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Booker in the corner. Ariza outside. Now the pass to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Kicks it out to Ariza. It's Jackson atop the key. Pass to Bridges. They double him with Middleton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Bertans, and it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. And for the Suns, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Ayton. And it's Anderson in for Trevor Ariza. Middleton against Anderson. Offensive rebound. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Forbes dishes to Mills. Pass to Forbes. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 7.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Bridges passes to Booker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Middleton against Anderson with his first shot attempt, and that one goes long. Suns leading by 22. Down low. And there's Jackson on the assist by Booker.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Jackson against Bellinelli. Kicks it to Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
And here is Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bellinelli against Jackson. Mills with it. He has 6. Passes it to Forbes. From the arc. Mills can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Suns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Josh Jackson, the number 4 pick in the draft, despite having a little bit of a raw offensive game. But you think about his motor, the competitiveness, the intensity, what a high ceiling here.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And talking about Jackson, he wasn't the only member in his family to play college basketball in Kansas.
Right. His mom didn't go to the same school as Josh. Started out at the community college there. But eventually she transferred to a Division I school. Actually got a WNBA tryout. There's great basketball talent that runs in this family, guys.
San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. The pass to Pirtle. To the middle, here's Pondexter, and he jams it with authority.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now, here's Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Holmes, out to the wing. Anderson in the post, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Devin Booker, third.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
And the first one drops. Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Josh Jackson. Both free throws good from Anderson. Now here's Mills. He's got 6. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Pass to Pirtle. Mills with it. Passes it to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Pirtle dishes to Bellinelli. No good with the wing jumper. Suns leading by 23. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Booker's got 28.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Mills. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Lets it go. Bridges with the board. And for the Suns, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. It's picked off. .130 left in the third. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Spurs have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. And Phoenix making a change here.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Phoenix leading by 22. Now the pass to Holmes. Okobo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Back to Mills. Kicks to Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. On the wing, Booker. Anderson wide open. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, I think the best part of his tremendous three-point ability as a big man is just how much it stretches the defense.
Now here is Pirtle. He has 6. Here's Forbes. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Forbes has got 9. Suns leading by 23. Booker up top, covered by Mills. Booker outside. Right block shot, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Suns, we've got Chandler. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Anderson. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Well, the league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The Suns shooting well, 50% from the floor. Anderson outside. To the inside. Here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
Well, what a transition for Chandler. He comes into the league as a quick, skinny guy. Now plays with power.
White the pass to Pondexter. Here is Cunningham. Outside, White. Pass to Medu. He kicks it to Cunningham. Shot clock at 2. Here's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Beyond the arc. San Antonio with the new 24. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now Daniels. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Shamet, White covering. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Chandler outside. Here's Daniels. That shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. White the pass to Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At the line for your Spurs, Dante Cunningham. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
That's good from Cunningham. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Pass to Ariza. Booker outside. Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe. Okobo, solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Bledsoe kicks to Cunningham. Bledsoe outside. Passes to Gasol. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Bledsoe with the kind of strength and wingspan that can cause trouble inside. Draws the foul there.
Taking 2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Bledsoe finds Middleton. Here's Bertans. Ariza covering. And now the Suns, a fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Foul. 2.
Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. The Claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Bender is checked in for the Suns. And good on the second, so he makes them both. In Doris, last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams what looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Oh, okay. I've recorded that comment. Here's Bledsoe. And Middleton kicks to Bertans. Down low. Stolen by Bender. Okobo. Guarded by Bledsoe. Dishes to Bender. There's the double team with Walker. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Okobo, guarded by Bledsoe. Bender kicks to Ariza. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Spurs. Middleton outside. The pass to Bertans. Bledsoe outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol. San Antonio again missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Got a piece of it. Middleton outside. Kicks it to Gasol. Walker against Booker. Walker the pass to Gasol. Walker in the post. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax. Draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries. Never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
And so he hits both. And here's Ariza. Pass to Ayton. Over in the corner, Bender. Kicks it out to Booker. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Bledsoe finds Middleton. Here's Bertans. Ariza covering. Bledsoe passes to Gasol. Fades back. Chalk up 2 there.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Ayton. For 3, Booker. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Walker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 14 points for Walker.
He puts on his playmaking hat, and Bledsoe very unselfish there.
The Suns have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Phoenix calls timeout. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor leagues straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Medu, he's checked in for Bertans. Pondexter comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. That's tipped. Outside Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for that matchup with the Magic, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
And the first one at the line is good.
I'll tell you, the potential of Josh Jackson is really enticing. This guy is a remarkable athlete. He can defend the basket at a high level. If he gets a jump shot, guys, that's consistent, look out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Davis Bertans checks in for Medu. Chris Middleton comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Patty Mills.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Eric Bledsoe.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League, and what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. It's good. Bledsoe's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Bledsoe never loses sight of the hoop, even after the contact. Just a great display of strength.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Inside. Back to Bledsoe. There's the pass to Medu. From deep, Walker. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Suns leading by 23. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
We get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Pondexter dishes to Cunningham. The 8-footer. Rebound by the Suns. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Here's Cunningham. Good D by Ariza.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.